milk it, okay? If I feel sniffles, I'm having my wife just serve me all over that. I can't do anything. But anyway, fake it for a little while. Here's why. Couple big principles we teach. How many of you again have the strong-willed kids? Okay, overall, okay. So those kids we call stove touchers, right? So if you tell your kids, hey, the stove is hot, your compliant kids say, oh, Mom, Dad, thanks for the information. Your strong-willed kids have to run to the kitchen and put their faces on the stove. And watch, this is really important. That's the way they learn, and they learn best that way. But we don't like it because you'll spend your child's whole childhood saying this. Why? If you would just do it the right way, meaning my way, it would be so much easier. Strong-willed kids don't value doing things the easy way. They need to learn by doing and failing, because here's what they learn. Oh, the stove is hot. Next time, I'll use my brother's hand and put it on the stove. And they learn. But here's some big principles. We'll start getting into insight into strong-willed kids. Big principles, if you take notes, I'll tell you what I take notes on. This one. When we step back as parents, it gives our kids space to step up. When we step back, it gives them space to step up. I want responsible, respectful kids who are responsible for themselves. But watch, when I'm always on them and lecturing and on, doing things, saving them, rescuing them, they never learn how to step up and be responsible for themselves. So I like to give kids what we call ownership. I never give kids control of my home or classroom, ever. So you have very bossy kids, very strong-willed. They'll take control. Not control, but I do give them ownership. And ownership is this to me. I'm the adult in the home. I create the rules and the expectations, very clear boundaries in my home. Here are my expectations and boundaries, but I create a big box and I say this. Within my big box and my expectations, I will give you some space to step up and do things, but maybe do them a little differently than I would do. Now that irritates some of us because, I don't know if any of you have this, but some of us have control issues. Any of you feel a little bit controlling? Okay, thank you for being honest. How many of you have perfectionism issues, right? Okay, that's scary. That's a lot of you. So, and here's what will happen. Do you feel that thing inside of you that says, like, but I just need it done this way. I just want it done this way. Okay. If you don't get control of that, that will create a lot of power struggles over needless issues, right? Because what will happen? But I just want it done this way. And your child says, while I'm doing it, I'm meeting the expectation. The way I do it is just kind of irritating to you. And it creates a lot of power struggles. In the end, what will happen is your kids often will shut down. Because here's what they know. I can't ever do it the right way. I can't please your anxiety because I try to do this and it's just not good enough. I'll just be honest. My son, I love my son, but he irritates me. Because I'm 48. I think he should do everything the way I do it. Like this morning, I got up early. I worked out in the gym. I come back, I shave, I shower, I get dressed. Then I check my email, get on electronics. Not my son. He has to lay in bed and check his email and his text and check the BBC News and check all this stuff. And the whole time I'm thinking, you need to get in the shower. Come on, get in the shower. Do you want me to run the water for you? Right? No, because he's 20. But it's my anxiety. He gets ready every time, every morning he gets ready on time. But what's the issue? I don't like the way he does it. I want to so create all these power struggles. Watch, day in the life of a modern day mom. Tell me if this kind of describes your community. Here's a day in the life of modern day mom, from morning to evening. Guys, come on, gotta get up, school. Let's go, let's get dressed, come on. Downstairs, eat something healthy, go out to the organic garden and pick out something healthy. Okay, go brush your teeth. You know, bring me your toothbrush. Let me make sure it's wet so I can tell you actually brush. Okay, have a good day at school, son. Okay, after school, hey, how's your day at school? I didn't get a call from the principal. I hope it goes well. Do you need any friends? Do you have any homework? Now it's homework time. If you would just focus, you would be done in 45 minutes instead of it taking 3 hours. Now it's dinner time. Dad's getting upset. His child won't sit still. Son, you will sit still at the dinner table. We are going to enjoy dinner together as a family. Everybody's losing their appetite. Now, it's bedtime. It's bath time. Kids want to talk. Mom, can we talk? Listen, if you are not asleep in 18 seconds, I'm going to take away everything you own. Good night. I love you. Right? And then your kid's like, hold on. You can't scream at me for 30 minutes and then just throw in your little prayer for me. I love you. So, Can you feel that anxiety, right? How many of us start the morning, guys, gotta get in school, let's get dressed. When you do that, do your kids ever jump out of bed and say this, Mom, Dad, I can tell you're in a hurry. What do you need me to do first? Right? You want me to do my chores? You want me to do my homework? When we tell our kids, guys, to the car now, move, move, move. Your kids always start running, right? Now, sometimes they go more slowly. And here's what's happening. They're not rejecting our authority. They're rejecting our anxiety. Because it tells, I can't get dressed quickly enough for you. Dad, I am not getting in a moving vehicle with you when you were in a rush like that because you're going to run people off the road. Okay? Can I ask you a question? I know I know this in the Christian Jewish world. In the Christian world, here's our tradition on Sunday morning when we go to church. We yell at our kids all the way to church, and then we get to church and say, happy faces, happy faces. Same thing? Okay, you don't have to admit that. But, okay. Because there's all this anxiety because you're with your friends and you want your kids to be